another UFG plays. We were gonna play Splatoon 2, but things have yeah, I didn't realize that you needed to join someone already in a match to kind of play with your friends, and there's no guarantee you're gonna be on their team. So we decided to play Mario Maker because Mario Maker's fun, and it was easy to join someone, as you can see, without having to do all that craziness or use an app or whatever. Um, I'm Kenny, obviously, and with me is Ricardo. You may know
Hey,
you may know him from Animal Crossing. We did that last week, and so today we're playing Mario.
yes, we are. Get
Playing.
ready to get your butt kicked on.
Well, see, you picked a co-op, so technically, oh, you switch. Okay, versus. Okay, all right. I see how it is.
That's what's gonna happen. So I got that black belt of Mario over here, but
I
I'm
see.
always Luigi. I'm not a big fan of that. I guess I want to get better at Luigi now.
I wonder why it's since I mean you made the room, so I don't understand why you're not Mario. Interesting. Anywho, ah,
Oh, well, how about this?
I see how it is. Oh, I needed that.
Oh,
Yep. I needed that. Okay. All right. No, come back, mushroom. There we go. Go, Mario, go. You can do it. Ooh, I just followed you.
I love Mario 2 music. It's so good.
I think that's one of the only Marios I haven't beaten. Whoops. It was just so weird compared to. Oh no! Oh, don't tell me I have to go all the way. Oh, I gotta go all the way back. That's rough.
Yeah, it's like, I really liked Mario 2 at the time. I mean, now my favorite Mario is Mario 3.
No!
That's absolutely 100% my favorite. But
Yeah,
I have,
mine is split between Super Mario World and Mario 3. I think Mario 3 is more. It holds like a special place, nostalgic wise.
mhm.
Just the timing when it came out, and you know the with the movie and whatnot.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, people always talk about that movie not being good, but I enjoyed it. But I know the reason why I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because it was Mario. It was,
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, I get
and
that.
it was fresh after Who Framed Roger Rabbit. This one's actually a decent level.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Oh wait, maybe because you already got the key, I don't have to come back here.
I think you're correct.
Ah, that was fail. Come on. There we go. I realize I'm using the analog instead of the D-pad because we were playing, trying to play Splatoon. And I'm like, you know what? I need to use the D-pad because, yeah, that's how I roll.
Oh, I know how to beat this guy. Hold on.
I've made it!
Oh, maybe I don't know how to beat this guy. It's killing me. So I'm at Bowser. I know you can't really see mine. I'm trying to pick him up, but it's not working out for me.
Goodness. Alright. So I am back at the beginning. My Mario Fu is not working.
Don't have to worry about it because the game's over.
Ah! That's all right. That was the first level. It's first level. It's
That,
okay. I'm getting warmed up. I haven't played Mario Maker in a while, so I'm getting, you know, getting my legs.
get used to that screen right there, man.
Whatever. And then make it.
That's
Does he
how it's
have to
gonna
make it
be.
rain? Like seriously? Like
All right, let's try the co-op. Let's see how this one is.
no, we can do versus.
I don't. I don't want to smoke you the whole time. You know.
No, no, no. See, see. Yep. Oh,
Okay,
now
so it's
you're
random.
Mario.
It's
Okay.
random. Okay, that's good to know. It's random.
Cool, cool. Let's
It's
see.
too bad you
Legend.
can't pick your own levels. It's just a random selection of whatever the. But I'm fine with that too.
I think there's. Well, I know there was way locally you could do that, where you could like pick uh what you wanted to play as, or you play your own level. Um. Oh.
Just there it is.
Nice.
Okay, let's see how bad the lag is from this multiplayer.
No, I fell. Oh, I'm not dead.
Oh, I wasn't a fan of the Zelda add-on for this. I understand why people liked it. It just didn't hit good with me. I don't know.
What is what was the add-on exactly? Like I remember it
Well,
being
they added the ability to power up as Link,
okay.
and with that, it added some more. Um, shoot, it added some more. There we go. Hold on, I can't talk and
Yeah, I was like, hold up. Ah.
do masterful Mario in here.
Oops.
Oh, and they added a certain type of um.
Come on, come. There we go. Luigi. Oops. No. There we go. Powered back up. Yeah, I remember them saying like, there was like a sword. You could get like his sword or something. Or at
Right.
least if you picked up the sword, you turned into him. But I didn't really know exactly what it was.
Yeah, you pick up the sword, you turn to him, so you can make like I guess OG Legend of Zelda themed levels.
Oh, okay.
Right. So and it was crap. And it's kind of like the add-on for um. Did I run out of? Oh, okay.
Let's see, do we go up? Oh, looks like it. Oh, nope. Okay. For some reason I can't jump today. There's a slight delay.
Yeah, just a little bit.
There we go.
Did I? Yeah, I jacked that one up. Hold on.
Okay, looks like a button down here. We have to... Wait. Oh, I have to go... Huh.
Yeah, we gotta get a bullet. No, it's not a bullet bill. It's a beetle.
How in the world are we supposed to do that?
We gotta find the beetle. Oh, wait, you go all the way down. No, we can't even do that. Yes, we can. Hold on. This is happening.
Oh, wait, you have to do... You have to get
There we go.
small... Or you could do that?
Sorry.
Nope, you're good. Did it,
No, it did not. We're about to lose this one.
No! We can do it. Oh, wait. I think we have to go back so they can respawn or something.
That's probably what we have to do.
Oops. Oh, goodness. Up, there's a Bullet Bill. Or, not Bullet Bill. Whatever his name is.
Beetle. Something Beetle. Come
Ah,
on.
there you go.
Alright. Let's see if we can beat this before the time runs out.
Oh, goodness.
20 seconds. Come on.
9 seconds. I'm going for it. Yes!
Yeah.
1 second.
second.
1 second.
Oh man.
Nice.
I was sweating bullets there.
I know. It's like, man, that was a close one. Yeah, I really dig the. I didn't think I was gonna like Mario Maker as much. I didn't like I didn't think I would make as many levels. I didn't think I would play the the story mode as much as I did. But it turned out to be way more fun than I expected. I mean, granted, I didn't get to play the first Mario Maker a whole lot because I was on the was it the Wii U? I didn't get one of
Right.
those. And so yeah, this was my kind of like my first experience. But from what people were telling me, it was oh, did not see that coming. All right. From what people were telling me that it was a good game, and so I was like, all right, the second one I'm definitely gonna get. And yeah, I'm a fan.
I really the Mario Maker was the sole reason why I wanted a Wii U.
Yeah.
And I just really liked it a lot. Yeah, I loved watching people stream it. It was just a lot of fun. It looked like a lot of fun, and just the Wii U just never happened. Both as me owning one and as a console in itself.
Yeah, which is why I don't feel bad too much, because I'm like, and then they're also bringing a lot of those games over.
Yeah, yes, like Mario Deluxe. Was it Mario Wii U Deluxe, whatever that was called? Like that one's.
Are they still doing that?
I 100%ed the Wii U Deluxe. I did 100% that one that came out. And then they and all the add-ons, the when they were having the Year of Luigi and all that, I pretty much got myself Mario'd out, and I didn't finish those, but I did 100% the other one though for sure. Jeez.
Oof, that was close. Oh wait, that was perfect. There we go. Bounce, 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 bounce. Die, Bowser! Oh man, they gave him a lot of life.
I'm just doing terrible here. I don't know
Ah!
how you're doing.
Well, I'm fighting Bowser.
You're way ahead of me because I'm over here just still swinging along.
Come on. Now, I hope I'm doing this right. No! Don't! With the touchies. I just... Luigi is like, I'm going for it! No! Ah. Wait. What just happened? No. Oh, I guess guess I gotta replay from here. Darn. I shot him a lot. Like, a lot. Oh, that was close. No!
Alright, this is happening.
The disrespect with the fireballs. I was close. I hope his life doesn't go back to normal.
I hope not either, because I'm just spamming the fireball right now.
Come on.
Yeah, he's got a lot of life here.
Yeah, I was, I had been shooting him for a while.
There we go.
Yes.
Yay.
No!
Oh, sorry. But we both win.
Yeah,
So it's okay.
you know what that was? That was a Yoshi moment. When you play Super Mario World and like Yoshi is you're getting ready to miss a jump, and so you hit up Yoshi. That's what that was. That was a Yoshi moment right there.
You know, one of the few things I do not like, and I understand why Nintendo didn't do this,
Yeah.
is they don't have the mechanics. I guess the gravity of, say, if you play a Mario game, it doesn't feel like Super Mario Brothers gravity. Does that make sense? Same with like Mario 3. They all use the same type of they all feel the same regardless of the graphics that are shown. Like if you try playing, say, I don't know, I guess the most try playing Super Mario World, right? I mean, I'm sure
Right.
we've all played Super Mario World, plenty of times to where we've memorized, the first few levels.
Right.
We would play it blindfolded, and then try playing Mario World here on this game.
Yeah.
And it feels different. It feels like whatever this is. I think this is the one that came out for the Wii U. Yeah, this is the deluxe one. So it feels like this.
Yeah, like it's not. There are differences, but you can definitely tell that, like for instance, playing the Super Mario 2 levels, they don't feel like Super Mario 2. Not exactly.
Right.
They feel a little different. I think the newer levels, and it could be because they're trying to recreate them. You know what I mean? I think the newer levels actually feel like themselves. Like the newer ones, or for the newer games, feel more like they should. Whereas these, not so much.
I mean, like I said, I think it's obviously due to the it's just easier instead of having to change up all the mechanics of the game to match the style.
Right.
But they all feel like this. They all feel like Wii U Deluxe.
Oh, well, never mind. I was trying to get the gold coin.
Oh, we're not. We're
He's
not
like,
going for gold coin here.
Yeah, we're not. we're not doing that. We're not doing that crap.
We're just trying to get that 1 second win there.
That was clutch. That was great.
Yeah. Like if there's one thing to watch on this stream, it's going to be that right there. Us struggling to get through that.
Yes, man.
Absolutely.
And that, you know what, that kind of makes up for me losing the verses, if you think about it. I saved us. I saved us, is what I did.
I'll give you that for sure. I'll give you that. Absolutely, I'll give you that.
Oh, man. But yeah, and it was also really cool is that my oldest daughter likes to play a lot, and she's made a ton of levels. And it's one of those things where, like, watching her do it and seeing the stuff that she makes, she actually makes really cool levels. I think they did a really good job of kind of teaching you how to make levels, or not so much how, but like giving you ideas and trying out different things. because the stuff that she's doing, oh wow, is I'm not saying like it was like developer level or anything, but it was. I didn't expect. Oh come on, I didn't expect in certain cases the level of sophistication and the things that she was doing. Uh, it was really it's been really cool so far. So I gotta give them kudos in that, and then the fact that you can combine so many Mario's type of Mario games into one game, like without it being some type of bundle.
No,
Oh,
I absolutely
goodness.
agree with you. The
Excuse me. This level's rough. I just need the mushroom. Come on over here, Jay. Stay on the pipes. Ah!
I'm kind of liking this level a little bit.
it's a little crazy. Just a little bit. Just come on.
Come on. There you are.
It's a troll level. Like it's just trolling me right now.
Absolutely.
Especially the blocks. Oh, I got squished. Oh, I'm alive. All right, and I'm squished. And I'm squished. And I'm alive. And I'm squished. Get out of the. No, I'm gonna. Ah, okay. Don't laugh at me. Ah, I made it.
Ah, well, at least one of us did.
Oh my goodness.
I was almost there. I got.
That's all you can do is sigh, right? It's like, oh man.
There's no skill to that level whatsoever. That's just straight up, just biting your teeth and hoping you finish it.
It's all luck. That was all luck right there. I really want. There's still some things, and maybe I just haven't figured them out yet. But there's some things that I want to do that ape like the older games that you can't really do. For instance,
what do you mean?
all right, so like Super Mario World 3, right? There's the giant world, and then there's water world. In both of those, actually, I think it's more water world. There's segments where you have like the land or the water is at a certain level, and it's fine. Like you can run around and jump on stuff or whatever. But then after you hit a certain point, the water increases, and like that giant fish starts chasing you or whatever.
Okay.
What I found with this game, trying to recreate that, is that you can't set a point to where that starts happening. At least I haven't figured it out. What'll happen is if you want the water to kind of go up and down, it has to go up and down the whole time.
Got it.
Same thing with like having like a bullet bill. From like Super Mario World, like there's a point where you get to the hills and a giant bullet bill will just show up, and like it doesn't. You can't really do that here unless you have it where he shoots from the background forward. If you have it coming sideways, like coming towards the player, it'll start as soon as the game starts or the level, and it'll keep going. So it won't be where you need it to be when you get there. So little things like that, where it's like, yeah, this would be dope-er if I could kind of emulate those things. And I'm pretty sure someone's probably done it, right? Like someone's gotten that far, or figure out a neat way to like have the bullet bill be delayed. Like maybe if they fire it from like so far away that by the time you get to the spot, it'll be there. Or maybe put it in like I don't know, like a question mark block or something. But I couldn't figure it out. Like I just couldn't. Yeah, I don't know.
I basically use this game as just to play Mario when there's no other Mario games I can play. And because this is the unlimited Mario game. The
Right.
only limit is what other people have done. I've made one level, like legit, just one level on here, and that's it. And just because I wanted to try it. It's not a good level. It's decent. but I guess I'm not that creative when it comes to these games.
I mean, you could have fooled me with your, Animal Crossing levels, like, or
Oh
map.
well,
It's kind of crazy.
that's
But like, what I found so much is not making levels to be like super difficult, because that seems to be the thing. Like, make the most difficult Mario
oh like the
levels.
most troll level, right?
Yeah, what I've
It,
done is I've tried to make levels that my kids could play that resembled Mario games or Mario levels, and then that way they could learn how to play kind of like how I played, you know?
right.
Like there isn't I don't necessarily foresee them playing Mario 1, 2, 3 like all the way up to like I did. But if I make a Mario 1 level here and they enjoy it, then maybe they'll. And so that's kind of been the case. Like they'll play some of my levels and I try to make it as fair or as Nintendo-y as possible. And then, that turned into my oldest trying to make more levels in that vein. Like she's not trying to make the most difficult levels, but just levels that are fun. A little bit of challenge, but not crazy.
I think the biggest thing about making levels is trying to make a level that where you know where you need to go without pointing an arrow saying go here.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that that's what I found that I did not want to do. When I made that one level, I was like, okay, well I want to make one level that's not just straight up, okay, point arrow here, point arrow there, go there. I didn't want that. I wanted to be just I want it to be just apparent in your face that okay, you need to go here. Like look this right here. It would have been so easy just to show an arrow saying go up, but instead you already know because you got both sides, blocked off, so you know you have to go up. Just little things like
right.
that.
There's something I found that was interesting too. I was looking at, I forget what it was, if it was a documentary or something, about the first Mario game and how they were teaching the players how to jump. Like,
Yes.
like not so much how to jump, but like, so like when you first start playing the first Mario, there's the Goomba that's there, and you instinctively jump. Like oh god, I don't want it to touch me, and so you jump. But then when you get to the area where there's a pit, you jump as well. It's like they trained you to like, okay, I'm approaching. Oh, nice. I'm approaching.
Ah,
I'm approaching. This enemy or whatever is similar to when you approach the pit, and so I'm gonna jump. And so like that's kind of been what I've been thinking about as well. When I make my levels, I usually have an enemy kind of start coming towards them, and then I'll be like, yeah, you gotta. Oh god. Be like, yeah, you gotta, you get ready to jump. And it kind of works. Like, they figure it out. Oh, man. I was right there. That's what happens when you're talking and playing some of these games. It's like, the
that's
precision.
okay. I'll beat this for you. There we go.
Ah, nice.
No, yeah. I mean, if you look at any game, the best games are the ones that tutorialize by you playing it, not necessarily saying, okay, this is how you press A, this is how you go up.
Right.
Like, and the early games, like if you want to talk like NES games, they teach you how to do that. So, I mean, there's some that are better than others, of course. There's some crap games out there too, just like there are now. But
Yeah. And it's interesting because there's this whole idea of like, we're not gonna handhold you while you're playing. Like we're not gonna hold your hand and make it all
mm,
easy peasy. But then those games be so obscure that I'm like, no, you don't. You're not doing it what you think you're doing. That's not how this works. Like Nintendo made it so that they're not holding your hand. It was smart design, so you kind of get it as you go. Whereas some of these other games, I'm like, I need a manual, and I don't feel ashamed to say that because your
yeah,
stuff is so just out there in terms of what it is you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to go, and no cues from the environment or anything. So it's like, yeah, like it's the opposite. You made things worse. Whoops. No! Oh,
Good,
I'm alive.
good,
I'm alive.
good call on the maker here to put water on the bottom.
I don't know. He could have been trolling.
No,
Yep.
You're right. He could have been.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. So yeah, it says something, and which is why, excuse me, it's so annoying and frustrating, and all of the adjectives when you try to play a Nintendo game online or whatever, and there's all these issues, or you try to do just simple things like before the update, this didn't have multiplayer. Like it had multiplayer, but you couldn't play with your friends. You could only play with strangers, and it's like, why would that be okay? Like, it'd be different if there was no multiplayer at all, but why not allow people to play with their friends? Like, I don't understand.
Right.
And so it's decisions like that where it's like, why? Like, I just want someone in the boardroom or whatever just be like, Miyamoto, whoever is doing it, is like, don't do this. And it's just like, why though? That would be so much better if you just, come on, like.
Well, yeah. I think, I mean, like, I don't want to say a game was rushed either, but they must have had some sort of hard deadline to meet if they were going to do multiplayer on this and not add on, say, play multiplayer with your friends. I mean, I don't work at Nintendo, I don't know, but that would absolutely be my line of thinking.
I mean, and it's so charming, and it works really well. Like, all the things that you want, you would want in the game or whatever, it works perfectly. I feel off a little bit because I'm not hitting blocks. I'm just kind of going. Because typically that's the Mario experience. Like, you gotta. I didn't know you could jump on their faces. Well, yeah, like, you hit blocks, you collect coins, you do all that good stuff.
You're killing me.
I'll let you get that. Ow.
I don't think you can get it since you already got it.
It should pop back up, yeah.
It did. Oh, it's gone now.
That's what happened to me. Like, oh well. No! Don't you do it! Woo.
A lot of the thing with this game I've noticed, playing this with you online, is that there's a lot of timing involved.
Yeah.
And when you're playing online, that timing is kind of put askew because of the inherent lag of multiplayer.
Yeah. Which is kind of rough. And some of it is, I can understand it being kind of fun, like, you missed the jump, ha ha ha, that's hilarious. And that's something that happened with I think it was the Wii version, when it first had the multiplayer like that. It was like, just crazy stuff would happen, and so that was fun. But in this case, it's like, no, you kind of need the online to work if you're gonna have, especially levels that are like demanding precision. You kind of need that to work.
Absolutely.
And so that's like another like kind of dig, I guess. Where it's like, man, if you could just get these things, work with someone who can help you in that regard. Because I've seen, like, Sony essentially teamed up with Microsoft because of their the cloud stuff that they're doing.
Right.
And instead of building out something on their own, they're gonna go that route. And I'm like, that's smart. I'm not saying Nintendo has to do that, but I'm like, at the very least, talk to someone. Like, hey, this is a way this can be done, and we can help. We're pretty good at it, and yeah. Ah!
Sorry.
Nope, you're good. I'll wait till you get to like.
There we go.
So yeah, that's the only thing. Whew, I made it.
I think there's again, and that's the same thing with Mega Man. I mean, I don't know if you ever tried playing like the old Mega Mans from the NES, but on a wireless controller. But you
Yeah,
realize how much lag, even that little couple milliseconds lag that happens with a wireless controller compared to it being wired, it makes a huge difference. Like I cannot play Mega Man uh, with unless I'm wired up. There's no way I can play that game because everything is so precise in there, and it's just it's not impossible, but it definitely throws everything off. Throws off that muscle memory.
yeah, and not to mention the the Joy-Con drift and everything else that's happening with it. Um, yeah, like it's same thing with Smash. Playing Smash with people locally is a different experience from playing online. Even if there's no lag in terms of like connection to other people, uh, your controller, like you press something and it doesn't go the way you want. Uh, how how am I supposed to do that?
You go down.
I don't know why I didn't think of that. I don't know. I just saw the coins and I'm like, this is where you go. I just know it. It's like no, no. Or at the very least, like there's a like a special PAL button to change all the coins into bricks or something.
Hmm.
I was like, that's what it's got to be. And I was like, maybe I missed it. And nope, just go down. Yep, that's all you need to do. That's how they get you. And that's psychological because Nintendo would have done that. Nintendo would have been like, these coins are here for a reason. They're not just,
Yeah.
Decoration or whatever. Uh, and so you kind of get like, I don't want to say trained, but
Well,
conditioned.
yeah, it's like the wife and I call it Pavlov dog. Like that's
Yeah.
absolutely.
Ah, I missed the coin. But yeah, having being able. I mean, and then also you think about it. The Switch is made to go play all around. You take in the commercials, you see them take it to the park, they take it to their friend's house, on top of a building somewhere, and so you got to be able to do what is advertised. And playing online, whether it's Wi-Fi or playing locally, you want it to work as advertised. And so yeah, it gets kind of because you think about like if I play Mario Kart. Mario Kart has like what 12 other racers or something like that.
Hmm.
Explosions and all this other stuff going on. I mean, not real explosions, but stuff is moving and no lag. Like it plays pretty well. But then we get to Mario Party and it's only two of us, and it's like, okay, that's not what we're supposed to do. Um, uh, yeah, it's only two of us, and it's like, well,
Oh, this
there's
was
gonna
an
be input
actual
lag.
contest. Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's that. Yeah, that was a waste of a level. The only part of it that was difficult was trying to get that jump after getting the P switch. So it's like,
Well,
okay, whoever gets that jump with the P switch is the one that wins. That's really what that level was.
you know what though? If it was 4 players, it probably would have been hectic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, like going back to that though, like the lag here or not having the multiplayer, the issue we had with Splatoon 2 not being able to just friend up in a party and playing. We had to do like a private match. We could only do private match or maybe a cooperative match. We couldn't do like a you join your friend and then you play online with other people type of thing. And
Right.
it's kind of kind of not cool. this is interesting. Are you
So you
supposed to
gotta
make
hit
it
this.
bounce?
You gotta hit this because the fireballs on Mario Land. You see, like it collects
Ah.
things. It's like this marble ball.
Was this always a thing?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I never knew that. Ow!
You gotta, escape out and then get another one. Oh, I guess you can't even get another one.
Can we run? Hold on, can we go in the... Nope. I'm gonna make it! Nope. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, like,
Oh,
because
wait.
they bounce, then you can collect stuff from...
Oh wait, this is from that's from the Game Boy one.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, okay, I did know that. I knew that. I did. I'd never seen Game Boy Mario that big. So it kind of threw me off. I'm like, wait,
There's
Mario
one over
what?
here. Whoops. You pushed me into it.
Oh.
Well, at least we did that.
Nice. Oh, I see. Okay. There you go. But yeah, I think at the same time, even though there's all these like qualms, like it's still Nintendo.
hmm
So it's like I still want to play. Like
No,
like,
absolutely.
I still want to do the, you know.
One thing I really wish they would do, and who's to say maybe they'll do it correct, but I don't have high hopes for it, is getting Paper Mario as an RPG again, like a legit like Mario RPG type of game.
Oh, okay, because you're not talking about Paper Mario, because they did announce that. You're talking about like
Right.
Mario and the 7 Stars or whatever it's called.
Right.
I would love a sequel to that. I would love that. Not even a sequel, just that game. I don't know why it's not on the what do you call it? Whoops. It's not on the, you know,
Oh.
break those.
Yeah.
On the dang, it escaped me. The retro games. You know, they add the, oh wow. That's hilarious. They add a few games each month or something like that to the, if you have the online pass.
Right. The
You can kinda
Nintendo
play 'em.
Switch yearly
That's
thing.
an awesome game. That would be I need that. I need that game.
Yeah, the original. Like I really like the original Paper Mario. I thought the idea was like legit, just amazing. Yeah. You know, you're a piece of paper, and you got this RPG system going, and it's fun and it's new, and it was not my Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo has a very special place in my heart. I love that game. I still play it. You know, I have it on the Nintendo, the mini Nintendo, and obviously it's available on here, I believe. Um, Great game. It's one of my favorites, and so is. There we go. But yeah, I don't have high hopes for the new Paper Mario. The origami thing seems pretty neat. I do like that, but I'm not holding my breath for it. You know.
How come?
Well, I have a feeling it's just going to be like the 3DS ones, you know, where they rely on cheap mechanics and the store. I don't know, like it just doesn't feel like Paper Mario to me. Like
Gotcha.
collecting stickers and things like that. I don't know.
He's like, I don't get down with the stickers.
No, I don't. Let's see if we can figure this puzzle out here, though. Especially with the lag that's going on here.
Yeah. Whoops. I think I'm eager to Oh, there we go. No, I missed it. I think I'm eager to play just because it's another Paper Mario, which is different. You know, like we haven't had one in a while, and the one we did get was for the 3DS, and that one wasn't that great. To
Right.
me, it wasn't that great. And so I'm like, ooh, another one, but it's for like the main console. Like it's for the, it's for the Switch. Um, that one, daggone it. Why can't I jump? Ah,
See, if once you go to the next one, you're gonna see this next level here.
yeah,
You're gonna see what I mean. There's arrows all over the place pointing where to go, and there's if you have a well-designed level, and far be it for me to, because I can't design for nothing, and that's the God honest truth. But if you have a well-designed level, there's no need for any of these arrows pointing. Okay, you need to go here. You need to go there. There's no need.
right.
Just follow the path that's laid out to you. Shoot.
There we go. Come on. Ah, Mario. You can do it.
There we go.
Thank you. Get me out of here. Oh my gosh. It's like I know how to kick off the wall, but he's like not doing it
I don't
fast
know if you
enough.
have any. I don't know if you have any lag on your side when it comes to this thing, but for whatever reason, I guess it depends on who's hosting. I'm thinking you're hosting because the lag on me is, or maybe I'm hosting and it's just both of us together, equals out the lag. I don't know how they figure it out,
Yeah,
but
mine's like that. I
okay.
don't feel it too much. Like if we're just running around, it's not there. But when we do multiple jumps at a time, or if we're both on screen at the same time,
Hmm.
it starts to like I notice like I'll press it and then he'll jump. Like it's a few seconds after. It's real close. And you might see like a stutter like in the stream, but like it's not. It's enough you can feel it. It's like what are you doing? Okay.
Yeah, poison mushrooms. I'm telling you, man, one of these days you're gonna have to end up getting Killer Queen, and we're gonna get 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 the get the band together and play it because the game is perfect
I'm gonna
for
have
like
to
easy multiplayer.
learn like play it a little
Hmm.
to before we stream so I don't look horrible.
Yeah, they have a decent tutorial system on there to where you're it's not where, where it teaches you the basics, the mechanics, because it is different, but it's not like in your face. Oh, this is gonna be awful.
Got okay.
There we go.
Run, 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 run.
Woo!
Yeah,
Woo!
those type of games are definitely it definitely has a bit of a learning curve. I was supposed to wait there. I was supposed to wait. That's what it was telling me. It was like, you know what? There's definitely the other side of that jump. So you're gonna want to wait. That's what you're gonna want to do.
Oh.
Come on, come on.
You
There
ever
we go.
play the Lost World Mario 2, the Japanese Mario 2?
I played it. I played some of it once.
Like, did you play it through?
I didn't beat it.
Okay,
I didn't own it at the time.
okay.
It was someone else's. Oop.
On on the Switch, on the store, the arcade classics, whatever they call it, they have um, Mario VS versus
Mm,
whatever you want to call it, and it's it's a harder version of Mario, right?
yeah.
And they've also added on.
Deck on it.
Oh, hold on. doing some major
Yeah, this
Mario
board is interesting.
gymnastics here. There we go.
It's an interesting level. Wait till you get to this to the other part with the POW buttons.
Oh yeah, well there you go. I'm just cheesing my way through it right now. Oh, that was almost there.
Let's see. Wait, do I have to make it so that do we have to hit the POW button? Is that what that?
Yeah, you gotta hit the power button to make it turn red or blue.
Okay.
Let me get with you here. You can carry it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you can carry the POW button.
Come on.
Yep. I was like 2 feet away from the... Hit it, hit it, hit it. Okay.
Okay, it has to be blue. See, it was blue before and it still went down. Like, that's how I was confused.
Let's see if we can figure it out before the time runs out.
Ah. I will say, I really enjoyed Mario Odyssey, and I typically don't enjoy the 3D Marios.
Okay.
Except for like Mario 3D Land, I think that one was good. But or Mario 3D World. But like usually it's because it's like you're collecting stars or you're collecting something, and I don't like the idea that you have to collect a certain amount, and once your momentum is stopped. For instance, with Mario 64, I never beat that because I would, you would get to a point where you would beat all the levels and then you're stuck because it's like, oh, you don't have enough of the, whatever stars. And it's like, well, I have to go back and replay those levels again? And it'll change something about it. But it won't be jump. I made it. I died. Yeah, you'll have to go back and you'll have to do something slightly different, but you're still replaying the old levels, and I didn't like that. Whereas, because like the previous Mario's, like Mario 1, 2, and 3, Super Mario World, you beat the level and you move on. And collecting stuff or getting stars or whatever, those type of things are optional. And it's interesting because Mino was like, he didn't like, I think it was like Donkey Kong Country 64 because you had to play you had to collect a certain amount of bananas before you can go to a new world. And he was like, his bad design or whatever.
Right.
And I was like, well, you kind of did that. Like, they got it from you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you've done it multiple times. Whereas Super Mario Odyssey, even though you had to collect moons to kind of go to each world, the moons were just kind of everywhere. Like, you could just walk and oh, there's a moon. Oh, and there's a moon over here. And there's a moon over there. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, almost everything you did, similar to like the Breath of the Wild, where they didn't just have a bunch of crap spread out everywhere. It was like, oh, there's a cave. Maybe there's something interesting in this cave. Oh, there is something interesting in this cave. There's a cool sword. Like, it was very purposeful. And the same thing with Mario Odyssey, the moons were very purposeful. It wasn't like you're gonna have to come back here later. It was, you can come back if you want to collect more, but getting the basic amount that you needed to continue is really easy, and so I really didn't like them. I beat a few of them, What's the one with that was on the GameCube? Mario Sunshine. I beat that one
Yeah,
because I like the water mechanics. But
that's the one with the water jets, right?
yeah,
The where you have that water gun, that water jet gun.
yeah, I
Okay,
like
okay.
that. That was fun in terms of
That's coming
platforming.
out this year on the Switch, I believe.
Oh, really?
I think so. I want to say yes,
See, that one was
but
fun. Uh, but it wasn't too bad on the star collecting thing either. Um, but yeah, like Mario 64 and a few of the other ones, I was like, ah. Like I didn't like a lot of people love Mario Galaxy. I'm not a fan. I'm super not a fan.
I think we're gonna have to, even though we're going against each other, I think we're gonna have to, like, I think you're gonna have to jump on me to press up.
I can't seem to open it. Oh wait, can I slide? No.
Oh wait, there it is. It's up here. Go up there.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay. Oh. Now we can go through. But yeah, and then Super Mario 3D World, which is what we're in now, was really cool because you still had the 3D effect, you know, the really cool graphics. But it played like a regular Mario. I mean, there were some levels that were different. Same thing with Mario Odyssey. There was some side-scrolling levels or side-scrolling parts that were really cool. So I was like, yeah, like that was those type of games were cool. I didn't really like the others.
I like the Super Mario 3D Land.
Yeah, that one was
I
good.
like that a lot. Oops.
Oops.
I like that one a lot. I thought the mechanics on that was just stellar. Really enjoyed it. How do we beat this guy? Oh,
Do we hit him with the PAL buttons?
we got to hit him with our cat powers. Like we got to scratch him with our cat powers,
Okay.
I believe.
If he ever comes back. Oh, there he goes.
I don't understand why all these PAL buttons are here though.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're just missing something. That's like in our face.
Uh,
Like, hey man, this is how you do it.
or maybe the PAL buttons spawn the... Nope, they come by themselves. Huh. I have no idea.
Yeah, I really like 3D Land, and the first time I played that was actually about 6 months ago. I never really got around to playing it, and I really enjoyed it a lot. It's one of the better ones out there.
Daggone it, cat.
Oh,
Oh, the PAL
we
button.
should have hit him with the power button. That's what I just ended up doing. Oh,
I hit him twice with it, but I didn't. It just flashed red. I didn't think it was anything special, you know, comparatively. But well, that works. Nice.
yeah, I really liked the 3D Land. I thought that was good. 3D World. I'm looking forward to it when it comes out for the Switch, because it will eventually. Because I like the mechanics from playing Mario World. I mean, I'm sorry, from playing Mario Maker. really enjoyed the
Yeah.
mechanics, the whole cat thing. I was like, I really like that a lot. Normally, I'm a strict 2D Mario guy. I like playing 2D Mario's. Didn't and that's because I did not like Mario 64 at
So
all.
yeah, you're with me. You're with me on
Yeah,
that.
I'm not big on collecting
Yep.
stars or moons or whatever. I
Yep.
thought Odyssey did a really good job
Yep.
with not because I guess because you didn't need to collect everything, or it seemed like there was always something new around the corner with Odyssey, to where it didn't seem like a chore, because
Yes.
it wasn't a chore at all on Odyssey.
Yeah, it was easy to do that. It was easy to, because like I said, there was a moon everywhere.
Right.
And
And whenever it started feeling like a chore, then you had uh, I don't know, like the whole Donkey Kong part of it. I thought that was really cool.
oh
I really
yeah,
like the whole Donkey Kong part of it. I thought that was like, wow, that's really that's witty.
very smart.
You know,
Smart level design.
absolutely.
Like just
I had a
everything.
friend of mine who during his vacation from work, he ended up just sitting down in front of his
Goodness.
television and just 100%ing Mario Odyssey. I was like, "Oh, you beat it finally," and he was like, "Oh yeah, I beat it." And then I was like, did you collect everything? Because there's a lot of stuff to collect." He's like, "Oh no, I collected everything. It's 100% done." I was like, "Okay, so like you mastered that weird slide jump thing, the slide quadruple jump or whatever you have to do for some of these things." And sure enough, he was like, "Yeah, yeah." Like, geez, man, like that's nuts. Like how I I I stopped after I tried a little bit after I reached the Mushroom Kingdom, and then I was like, nah, okay, I've had my fill, and I still return here and there, but I don't collecting a few more things here and there, having a race with the Koopas, but yeah, I just like there's other stuff to play.
Yeah, I did a little bit after that, after the dark part of the moon and
Right.
some of that. And yeah, it was kind of like I guess the thrill or the how fun it was to kind of just collect and move on. It went backwards for me at that point. It's like, okay, now you have to try to collect everything, and there's a point where you could just buy them, like you can save up enough money and just buy them all.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, like the last stuff you still have to do. But yeah, it was like I don't know if I care enough to 100%. Like I don't know if like, and even then I don't do that typically with most games that I play because I don't. A lot of the stuff I feel is like just busy work, just stuff to do
Yes.
for the sake of doing it.
Absolutely.
It's not. It's you wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for the fact that you were trying to, get it all. It's not actually fun though what you're doing, and that's the part where I'm like, nah. Like for instance, I got all of the achievements in uh, Apex Legends,
Okay.
and that's because I was having fun. That's it. It's the only reason I did it. Uh, whereas some other games where I was having fun or whatever, they would be like, collect every single, like Assassin's Creed, collect every single, whatever that's sprawled out all over the map. And I'm like, man, I had my fill when the story was finished. Like, why would I come back and do this? Like, I don't know if I could do that. Like,
Let me tell you, like this whole Assassin. Like, you want to talk about Assassin's Creed? Let me tell you my whole thing about Assassin's Creed. I got the first Assassin's Creed from a friend of mine. He had already beaten it and he didn't want to play it anymore. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem, I'll take it.
hmm,
And I loved it. I had a great time with the first one. It was just, there was no health bar, there was nothing like that. It was just straight up, do this, don't get hurt too much, and look at the scenery because it's pretty. And I was like, okay, cool. And I beat it. I had a great time with it. And then I got pumped for 2. So
yeah,
I played 2, and that's when and I understand that 2 has a lot going for it. You know, the story, the Enzo storyline, and everything, which I'm still going through. And I have since purchased all of them since Odyssey. I mean, until Odyssey, and that's when I didn't buy that one because at some point they turned to $5 per game. But I am still on Assassin's Creed 2. Still to this day, it's been 6, 7 years, and
How?
I'm still. Yeah, I know. I'm just awful. I'm an awful human being because that's the one. That's like because I love the storyline. Like the storyline is so engrossing, but then I get caught up in the minutia of something, and I'm just like, well, screw this. I'm gonna go and play something else now because my ADD when it comes to video games is just well, if you know me, it's legendary because I that's the reason why I have so many video games is because I buy them on sale and then I just get caught up on something and then I want to play something else. There's very rare that where I want to like continue playing. Animal Crossing is one of them
Yeah.
because it hits all those spots for me, like everything, like all the collecting spots, all the I want to find out more. I want to do more. I get really good ideas. Just playing around or looking online. It just hits every spot that I like. Very well constructed game. It must have taken something from Candy Crush. I don't know, but uh, well, there's a reason why so many people played Candy Crush until fairly recently. It hits all those dopamine level spots. You know what I mean? So,
I feel like
uh,
mine is like that, but only when it comes to beating a game. Like when I was playing The Witcher 3, and granted I was reviewing it, so I was a bit on the clock there. But even when I wasn't beating it, like when the or not reviewing it, when the expansions came out,
mhm.
I was I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do every single side quest because side quests were great in that game, and I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I want to see the ending, like the urgency of you know learning out or finding out like what happens at the end takes over. Like I need to figure it out or see what happens. And then uh depending on how much I like the game, I'll go back and try to do all the quests. But even
Okay.
then it's like, okay, something new is coming out and it's like, do I really want to stay here? Could I play something else? And so that's where like my issue comes in. It's like I'll say that to myself like, yeah, I'm going to beat it and I'm going to after I beat it, I'm going to go back and do all the missions. And it's only been a few games that I did that.
Gears is another one of those games that really got me. Gears of War. You want to talk about a well-constructed video game that had a storyline to boot? Man, Gears 1 through 3, I ate them up. Just, it was candy to me. The storyline was phenomenal. And then 4 hit, and I started playing 4, but I really liked the idea of playing Gears with another person.
Okay.
So I kind of held off on playing it because I had a couple people that wanted to play Gears that never played Gears. I was like, oh, cool! I'll play all of them with you again because that's a phenomenal storyline. And then they just kind of stopped, and I was like, oh, okay. So I have yet to play Gears 4 because I'm waiting for someone to play with me. I guess that's what it comes down to. I'm just I got no friends.
Well, I
That's
was
what it
playing them
comes
with
down to.
I was playing them with my wife, and it's funny because like I like Gears to me was like a game that didn't have it had a story, but most of it was action. It was the like a Band of Brothers type thing where you're trying to I cannot make this jump where you're trying to get to uh like it's you're kind of in the moment. They're not really explaining a whole lot. There's a mystery with Marcus's dad and why the queen looks the way she does. But for the most part, it was just getting from A to B. But then when we started playing 4 and 5, we noticed that you know they started to try to make more of a story, or like they tried to go in deeper, have drama, have all this other stuff,
Hmm.
and it didn't work. At least not in 4. 5 is a little bit better. Uh, but they do these things where like they do. I'm not gonna say what happens because I don't want to spoil it, but they do things
Right.
where there's a cheap, like, kind of like they want you to have this emotional payoff or this emotional, whatever, and it's not earned. It's not earned at all, and it feels really cheap the way they kind of force the player into this situation that doesn't really make any sense for what's been happening. The same thing when it comes to actually finishing or explaining something. They just kind of like, we're going to this place to figure out what happened, and then we get there and we're like, there's another clue that points to somewhere else, and then the game's over. You're like, wait a minute, that's not, no. Like, I would have rather them like just not do like, if you're advertising that you're gonna tell me a really good story, then you have to tell me a really good story. If you're
Right.
not gonna do that and you're just gonna be actiony, dude, bro, shoot up everything type of thing, then that's cool too. I'm not gonna be because I'm not gonna look for a narrative outside of the major story beats, like, we nuked all the locusts. Cool. But when you start getting into, there's family issues and generational stuff, and there's even the idea of like the government being, being bad, and all this other stuff. It's like, all right, you really gotta, you gotta nail it. And then there's also like some open world stuff in the new Gears that I wasn't really feeling. But outside of that, it's still a good game. Like, if you have the pass, I would definitely, eventually when you get a chance to. I am not gonna make this.
I'm about to quit out, so
Yeah, this is not.
give up. I see both of us struggling, so we're we're done.
I was like, what? I
We're
was
both
like,
on
man.
either side, just trying to make jumps.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? He's still going, so I'm gonna keep going. And like, you know what? You know what?
Yeah, it's time. It's time to call it. No,
All right.
like like yeah, Gears is definitely like Halo 5 is another one. That's one where I ate through all the Halos all at once, twice.
Yeah.
Then I hit Halo 5, and nothing's wrong with 5 as far as storyline, but I really saw the fun for me being, okay, this is a multiplayer game. They've really opened up, instead of having like Master Chief and Master Chief Part 2, they've really
Yeah.
opened up the multiplayer aspect. So I was like, okay, I have to find someone to play this game with. And so I and I've played a little bit of the storyline for Halo 5, but it's not hold on, I'm over here just doing really good. Yeah, and it's just whenever I feel like, okay, I'll play some Halo today, and I'll get through, and then and then I'll stop playing for a while and I'll get back to it again. That's just what I've turned Halo 5 turned to. I've yet to beat Halo 5
Mm.
because I go through like a chapter every 6 months, I guess. It was like where I'm like, oh, I'll play Halo 5 today, and then I'll get through a chapter. It's like, okay, I'm good. And then I'll go play some more Overwatch or something. Is what I end up doing.
So in this.
By the way, let's talk about Overwatch
Okay.
for the Switch compared to, say, whatever other console that has that doesn't have gyro controls, because Overwatch with gyro controls is really good.
I think you're the only person that likes the gyro.
Man, it's because they don't have it set up correct. If they set it up correct, like Splatoon, because Splatoon gyro controls are amazing, and there's settings where you can set up like that. All you gotta do is search it on Reddit and you'll find it.
Yeah.
Super well done once it works. And same with Doom. Doom with gyro controls is a different story. Love them.
I can't do it. Yeah, it doesn't work for me. But yeah, I remember. Jeez. I remember. Well, initially when Overwatch came out, it's kind of like what people were talking about when I think BioShock and something else came out recently. I think it's the 2K games, the Borderlands, and they were saying how it's kind of like it works on the Switch and it's great that it's portable, but it's you can tell the difference between that and maybe like the Xbox version or whatever. And oops, there we go.
I could see that. I
In terms of
could
like,
see, yeah.
yeah, in terms of visuals, in terms of like frame rate, and that causing a bit of a bit of a hassle. So it's like it's kind of like I look at it like playing Fortnite on like mobile versus Switch. It's like the Switch's version is better, but maybe your phone is you can take it more places or you can do whatever, but you're gonna be giving up on something. Like you're gonna make a compromise here or there, and some people are like, you know what? I don't want to make a compromise.
No, and that's fine.
Yeah.
That I totally get the fact that people want to play the game with the best graphics, with a better group of people, especially if you're pro. Like well, you don't have to be pro, but especially if you're just a good player. Me, I'm not a good player when it comes to first-person shooters. I'm not. I'm terrible at them. I'll be the first to admit, but my game is definitely up since since I've basically just only been playing Overwatch on the Switch.
Mm.
Because I've you get used to it, and uh, I want to say that flicking your controller up to look up or look is a lot faster than using your analog stick, your right analog stick, but it's not as fast as, say, if you're used to a mouse. So
Right.
if you have those settings keyed up correct to where you're kind of playing like where it's very Splatoony, for lack of a better word, the game is legit a lot of fun. It's worth the $15 or $20 on sale that you're able to find it around Christmas time. Absolutely.
That's dope. I wish you could keep all of the. Oh, we're moving slow. I wish you could keep all of the things that you buy. Like if they had kind of like Fortnite, where you have an account, and then if you download the game onto whatever system, you get to all of the cosmetics or whatever.
Yes.
Because that's some of the things that prevents me from redoing it. It's like, it's dope that you can play portable, but I spent so much time and I unlocked so many things that I don't want to. I don't want to start over. Same thing with Apex Legends. Like I have friends who play on PC, and I join you guys, but then I'm like, well, I don't want to. I've unlocked like legendary items. Like I don't want to do that again. And so that's the thing that prevents me from doing it. I wish they would kind of fix that.
I agree with you, because I know I've unlocked quite a few cosmetics from the Xbox version of Overwatch, and I was really hoping, since you got to use the same login for Blizzard anyway.
Right.
I was really hoping that those cosmetics were transferable, but they're not. So it's like, okay, well, what? I guess I'm starting over, and that kind of turned me off until I started legit playing it on the Switch solely and with the gyroscopes, and I was like, man, this is a different game totally. This is not. This is fun. This is fun to me. So big fan of the gyroscope addition to Overwatch, and I'm just the settings, but the default settings on them are just awful. You have to change the settings on them, because you tried the default and you're just like, man, this is terrible. What were they thinking? But then you start tweaking it, and you're just like, okay, well this works, and this works really well. So
That's
Overwatch
cool.
Overwatch is good. It's not worth 40 or whatever the price is. For me, it's it's a 6-year-old game now, but
Yeah.
it's worth $20 for just in the portability part of it itself. I love the fact that these games are portable now.
Yeah.
Doom is portable now. I just think that's amazing. Who would have thought that Doom was going to be portable? Who would have thought Overwatch was going to be portable? I certainly didn't.
Yeah, and that's one of I'm looking forward to because there's like the rumor that we're gonna get another dang it, I did the same thing you did, that we're gonna get another version of the Switch and something like a little bit more beefy to be able to.
They already
like,
came out with a more a better battery with the Switch that you can get now.
Yeah.
So I thought about like going to GameStop and paying an extra $75 for the Switch or whatever for the Switch to it. But I was like, you know what? I'm happy with the battery life right now. I'm pretty okay with it, and what's the point? Now, if we're talking like faster loading times, it's a different story.
Right.
I'm a big fan of the Switch. I love it. It's definitely my most played console, for sure.
Yeah, and a lot of it's Nintendo makes charming games too.
Yes, they do. They do.
There's something about their, what the what? That was crazy. Like, yeah, you don't get the same type of stuff with anybody else.
No, absolutely not.
Which is why it's such a, like it's you gotta have whatever main console you have. You gotta have a Switch to go with it. Like that's how Nintendo's been for the last however many years. Like you have to get another one to kind of go with it. I think we got time for one more level before we go.
Absolutely.
But yeah, thanks for checking us out. If you've been hanging out with us and watching the stream, feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be up on the other content that we have, which is a lot. There's a lot of stuff. Like last week we did Animal Crossing for UFG Plays. This past Saturday we played Valorant for our Saturday night stream, which is every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. A new episode of the Gamecast went up, and a new episode of Uno Night went up, and had fun in both instances. I will say though that the Gamecast, I forgot I can't wall jump in this one.
I know, same here. I'm doing the same thing.
The Gamecast was something that was this particular week. We changed what we were going to talk about at first. We were going to do another versus, and we'll have that tag on it. We'll have that coming up this coming week. But we changed it to what was going on right now. And I don't need to get into that, but it's basically the state of the United States and people protesting and stuff like that. So we kind of talked about that. So it wasn't the most happy cast, if you will. But other than that, it was good. It was good. So yeah, definitely check that out. And like I said, Uno Night, had fun there. We had another. Can't wall jump. It's crazy going from a Mario where you can wall jump to one you can't, like within seconds of each other. Yeah, it changes your approach. Anyways, so yeah, that went up, and we also played UFG Plays. We played Minecraft Dungeons, which
How is that?
I'm mixed on it. I'm torn, I should say. I think it's a good game in the sense that you can play with like kids. You can play, and you can just have a dungeon experience with Minecraft aesthetics. There's a couple of other Minecrafty things in the game, but I think that they try to make it one part deep, like for adults, and one part for kids, and it doesn't work. The reason why I say it doesn't work is because for the kid side, it's like everything is really simplified to the point where you get armor, you put on armor, whatever, and then you find new armor, and essentially you just destroy what you had to get the other armor. You get like little boosts and stuff that you can put on them every time you level up. And when you
Hmm.
get new armor, it's like you can't you take those boosts away by destroying the armor and getting like gold and stuff like that and putting on the new armor. Well, when you do that, you don't really have an inventory like talking about. Like you don't have a slew of items or like a build. And it's all random because the way you fight or the way you play is based on your gear. So if you get like a bow and arrow, you're a range character. If you get like a sword, you're a melee character. But everything is random. On the flip side, for the adult stuff, there's all these stats to where, you know, like for instance, there's the ability to get like this thing like a book that collects souls. So every time you kill enemy, it collects their soul, and then when you're low on health, you can use this thing called Soul Eater, and you can get your life back. In order to do that, you have to have the book that does this, and you also have to have the jewel, like this necklace thing, that does the Soul Eater thing. It's like a relic, and it gives you like that ability, and
Okay.
so you have to find it. And typically, that's not a bad thing. Like you farm a boss or something, and you get the item. The thing is, though, when you go to there's like a hub or a lobby area, you can go and talk to a person to sell items. He sells you items, but it's all like a loot boxy. So you'll go to him, you'll give him a couple coins, he'll give you a random item, and then you decide if you want to keep it or not. And you keep doing that, like it's always a random item. And so if you want to be let's say you want to be a mage who heals, you have to keep doing this random item drop thing until you find a robe that allows you to heal people. It's weird.
Hmm.
And so like for a kid, they might be like, "Yay, I want to play as this, melee character," and they find like a cool hammer, and so they're satisfied. Um, but then if they never find the hammer, they never get to play as the melee character. They always have to do whatever they find. Um, and it's simplified in the sense that just get the hammer and you'll do what you want. Whereas the more deep elements is like this hammer only does this particular damage. It has fire damage. It has this, it has that, and it's really heady. Like you have to really kind of like think about it. And so it's like, who is this for? Like, it's not deep enough, or the mechanics doesn't support the deepness, or like in terms of what you can do and how you can build a character. Like I say, a Diablo, but it's not simple enough to where you could just jump in and play with a kid. And then like the levels are really long and randomly generated, so that's hit or miss there. That said, though, I did enjoy playing co-op and fighting bosses and fighting different monsters and stuff like that and collecting items. Just the aspect of fighting was fun, but
Okay.
trying to level up, trying to create the perfect build, it's all random, and it's like it's 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 to the point of frustration at sometimes, because you're like, I don't want this item, I don't want to play as this type, you know um whereas like Diablo or whatever, if you want to be the monk, if you want to be the healer, the glass cannon, if you want to be the melee fighter, elf, whatever, like you can do that just by picking the character. That's not the case, and so that's a little rough, and some of that can be fixed, I think. Whoops. With like updates, and then some of it is like, I don't know.
I Yeah, it's like I'm not too keen on Minecraft too much. I play it. I play it with like my niece, and for people who want to play it, then that's all they play. I'm just
Right.
not too keen on it, but I do respect that. It is a very inclusive game.
Yeah.
Like whatever you want to do, that game will have it. I do like it. It's I I, I I like it. I guess I like mining. I like going down into the dungeons and doing those things. I always had a good time with that. But building stuff and making levels, and I mean making levels. Making I made this level,
Ah!
by the way.
You
It's
made
the
this
one
level?
I did. Yes.
This is your
Apparently,
one level.
it's my one level. Yes, that's why I haven't like beaten it because I want you to explore in it.
Yeah, that
But like it's just not my thing. I'm curious about Dragon Quest Builders.
that looks really
Uh,
fun.
because I really enjoyed when I was like people my age, Nintendo Power, they gave away Dragon Warrior,
Right.
and I have very fond memories of playing. That was pretty much my first real RPG, growing up.
Yeah. I think it sounds cool, especially the second one, with it being ah, with it being like two player, um and they expanded on a lot of things that were in the first game. I'm looking to get that eventually on the Switch. I think that would be a swell game to
It's
play.
it's been on sale a handful of times. The first one
Mm.
um, and that's just I don't know. Like again, I'm not keen on building stuff. That's why I haven't played Fortnite because I don't like building a fort. To I'm just not big on that. So
The Fortnite
plus
Save the World mode isn't too bad though, with building.
okay,
It's
okay,
like it's extremely snappy. Like you get whatever you need and like you just put up walls and it like you can build an entire like kingdom type of thing in like minutes. It takes no time at all. And because I like building, but I don't really like Minecraft all that much. So I'm kind of in the middle, and I think Fortnite is really cool in that aspect. Uh,
okay.
it takes no time, like a few minutes, and you're like, oh, I can add stairs, and I can add a door, and I can add a, and like it's because it's made to be quick. It's made to be, even when you're playing the versus mode, you're supposed to just throw down something really quickly. Um, so in that sense, it's not labor intensive or chore like. Um, but yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious. I want to play some more stuff. Uh, family stuff, family friendly things, and
Yeah, yeah.
cooperative things, and I think they're doing a lot of cool stuff cooperatively. Um, Nintendo is so yeah, I'm down with that. Um, this will be our
If you're
last
down,
level.
we said it like 3 times.
I know, right? It's Mario though. It's hard.
I
uh,
think if we're able to do this next week, um, I think we might want to think about playing some classic Nintendo or Super Nintendo games from the NES Online. That
I
seems
yeah, that would be cool.
I really haven't played much of those. Yeah, of course I played them, but not like two player. And just to kind of put the lay of the land there and see what they got going on in there. Like there's man, the lag on this is just awful. Speaking of, but there's a couple decent ones. Like I think there's like a Kirby golf game that I remember touching on, and I was like, man, this game's actually not that bad. Dream Course, Kirby's Dream Course.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah. Um, like I don't think I've ever beat Yoshi's Island. I don't know, that's
Oh
on there.
wow, yeah.
Yeah. If you want to throw it back, I don't think I've ever beaten it.
That was a
So,
while ago.
yeah.
That was definitely a while ago. Um, and that's not even old. The last game I beat on there, uh, that I've beaten before, was a Link. Was it a Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past?
Link to the Past,
And I
yes.
totally forgot how obscure Legend of Zelda can be if you haven't
Oh
played
yeah.
Legend of Zelda. Trying to
Yeah,
figure out where to go, it's rough.
yeah, and yeah, you really appreciate as far we were talking about. Yeah, you don't get handheld through a game, but man, playing
Yeah,
Zelda without a strategy guide is rough.
yeah. It's like
Playing Link of the Past without a strategy guide, you're like, geez, I'm kind of lost here. I don't know where to go next.
yeah, it was there's some puzzles that are really tricky, and you have to talk to everyone type stuff.
Right.
Um, so I mean, it's yeah, but uh, again, thanks for checking out the stream. We're gonna go ahead and stop it here. Go ahead and hit the subscribe and the bell, and feel free to share if you had fun chilling with us. It was chill stream, just like Animal Crossing. Except for we didn't have Ric Flair.
No, no Ric Flair this
We didn't
time.
have Ric Flair this time. But yeah, like I said, definitely subscribe. Check out the website unitedfromgaming.com. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at KennyUFG, and you can follow Ricardo at Flaky Musician
Yes.
on Twitter, and I think Twitch, right?
Yes.
Yep, there you
I
go.
am on Twitch and Mixer. It's like anything that you can share, I'm Flaky Musician. So
There you go.
it's like add me on Xbox as Flaky Musician.
Yeah. All right,
Yep.
guys, you can take it easy.